Hello. We are here. And who knew that I had another mission in life? Who knew? Who knew? Who could? Who knew I had another mission in life? Here I am, minding my own business. Release the files. Release the files, MAGA. Have we let that fight go? That we wanted to see the files yet? Have we let that go? We can't let it go. We need to release the file. We need the Epstein file. I haven't even looked at the news to see where we at with our fight to release the Epstein file. I left that alone. I let the Diddy situation alone for a while because I figured that you guys were bored. Because to be honest with you, right now we're just waiting for Diddy's sentencing, and we are very polarized when it comes to that. You have most people who think, yay, whoopee, Diddy got away, he was found not guilty on 3 charges. So we should be celebrating. He's going to come back, and he's going to come back a new man with rehabilitation, etc., 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 etc. And of course, I'm on the other side that says it's about some bullshit. He's going to come back and continue to do the same thing that he's going to do. And then after that, the government is just going to return and indict him again for something else, just like they did with Cosby, just like they did with OJ, just like they did with Kels. But that's just me. I just live my life like that, where I think that at the end of the day, justice is going to find those justice is meant to find. And if they don't find you in this world, even though I'm not a Christian, they're going to find you one way or the other. That's how I feel about it. You understand? Because let me tell you something. When you continue to hurt people, something's going to find you. It's going to find you one day. One day, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, God dang it, look at what happened to me. So this is where we find ourselves today, with a gentleman that is called Dave. Now, Dave is a hurt individual. I didn't even know Dave was so hurt, to be honest with you. Here I am minding my business, home sick, hay fever, cold. And I saw that Dave wanted to go after one of my fellow survivors, who I recently met and who has become a survivor friend, an advocate friend, a media friend, and an amazing woman. She is talking, she was also covering the Diddy trial. And she's been very fair in her assessment, in my opinion. Whereas I am more on the biased side, she is more on the fair side. She wants to hear all stories. She heard about poor Dave, and she started researching about Dave. Like everybody else, what's going on with him? He has a lot of things to say about Cassie. The interesting about Dave is that Dave is an escort, but his anger towards Cassie was an interesting point for my friend. Right? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, his anger about Cassie was an interesting point for my friend. And I don't know if a lot of people felt it, because me, I was ignoring Dave. Dave wasn't my issue. My issue was Diddy. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as I got 2 guilty charges on Diddy, I was good. I wasn't happy, but I was good. If Diddy came out with 5 not guilty, then we would have had to have another conversation. But the fact that Diddy got 2 charges, even though a lot of people said it's just a little tuition, it's just a little man act, it's not a big deal, I was okay. I said live and let live, right? If you heard me speak before, I'm sorry, I still have this bad cold. I said it over and over again. I will continue to say the jury got it wrong. A lot of people want to come out and say how the jury is so educated, How you had all these professional people that was there, and 12 people was listening. 12 people was listening to ass. That's my opinion. I stick to it. I heard everything that was said. I saw all the videos. I saw all the photos. The jury didn't want to listen to nothing. The jury listened to Mark. The jury had their own perceived notion. A lot of people are talking about, oh, how juries don't do that. Jury just listen to the law. They look at the receipt. The jury didn't look at nothing. The jury did not care about anything. They just hated the women. They felt that the women was complicit. The women stayed. The women didn't want to leave. The women participated willingly, even though they heard the women said over and over again in receipts, in diary notes, in text messages, even in a voicemail, not voicemail, even on a tape that KK taped herself, and I can't wait. Oh, I hope KK. Oh, I'm waiting for KK, because one day something is gonna come for KK. I promise you. See, KK is sleeping sweet now. One day KK gonna realize that $600,000 ain't gonna buy you a soul, KK. Anyway, at the end of the day, the jury did not want to listen to the evidence or anything like that. They just thought it was a freaky life, and they let it go. Right? They didn't see the monster behind the mask, because they used a preconceived notion and hated the women. Everybody lied, apparently, to them. Everybody was a liar. All the women that actually testified were liars, except for Diddy and the men. And the men, you should see the men at play. They played themselves for asses. All of them. They wasted their whole time justifying or attempting to justify Diddy and his relationship. Oh, it was just personal. Oh, I did it because it was a favor. Not because I was a personal assistant that got paid. Everything I did, it wasn't during business time. It was on my personal time. Did you do any freak off on your vacation? No, of course not. I was on vacation. But everything else was my personal time. Freaking idiots. It was all a joke. All because men have these preconceived notion of women, of what, and women too, especially black women, of women and survivors, and how women and survivors are supposed to act. No one that's beautiful and want power and money and love are survivors. In most people's mind. They don't think it's possible. They think beautiful women who want certain things from their men deserve everything they get. That's what people think. That's where we are today. But again, at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm not happy with the verdict, but I'm good. Because he didn't get off completely. He's going to try to come out here and he's going to try to rehabilitate his life. But there's going to be people like me that's going to continuously remind people what he has done for the rest of his life. Because that's me. I'm petty like that. Unless I see this man, Sean, Diddy, Puff, Love Combs come out here and do some good work out here. And that doesn't mean open up a woman's shelter, because that's some bullshit. Then I am going to be his worst enemy, because I'm going to talk about him constantly. Because it's going to be my joy to continuously remind people what he did. Again, that's just me. But either way, I realize we get to the point where people are tired of talking about a situation, especially when it's stale. So I left it alone. We're waiting to see what the judge say with the sentencing. We're waiting to see what Mr. Combs could come up with to show that he has been rehabilitated. We all here waiting. We see the Ginas of the world coming out here acting a fool. And since Gina keep asking for Diddy to come back, she should go back to Diddy. And when he pop her across side the head, I hope she don't come back and give us any more stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I, as a survivor advocate, I'm only going to go but so far with support. If you got away, damn, this hay fever is killing me. I'm sorry, guys. If you finally got away and the person finally got, the comeuppance, you decide to go back, then now that's on you. And that's for any other women. That's Jane too. Jane go back to that lifestyle. I don't hear crap from Jane. I don't hear crap from Gina. But in the meantime, they're not done with poor Diddy. They're not done with him. Because he's not done. He's not going to be able to help himself. People like that can't help themselves. They can't change. That's the problem. But, again, that's just Diddy. Now, with all of this stuff that's happening now, who knew now that I was going to find another mission? Because, again, I let it go. Right? I said I was going to leave it alone. Hey, Patty. Hi, Patty. How are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, hon?
I'm okay. This hay fever is killing me, boy. What?
I hear it in your voice, honey.
Oh, my God. It's killing me. So I started talking about Dave because apparently in one of my lives yesterday, we had a follow-up live on YouTube and TikTok. They said apparently Dave came out and was saying something else. So I said, let me just come out and talk about what happened again on TikTok. Because, now Dave is my new mission now in life.
I know. I was there. I'm like, ooh, boy.
Dave is my new mission. I thought I was going to rest, but now Dave is my new mission in life now. So I was just getting into it. Thank you. Welcome. Come in and let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, hon.
So anyway, guys, who's here? So yesterday now, so I figured, we already seen Mama Flip, how I go in. I went into the release. Again, I'm leaving the Epstein file, even though release the Epstein file alone for now. And I'm leaving the Diddy thing alone until the hearing. I think the hearing October 3rd. I plan on being there bright and early to hear what the judge have to say. La, 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 la. So I'm home and I watching my my YouTube, and I see my friend that girl Henny. And please, if you want to see the video, it's all on my YT.
I watched it this morning.
Thank you. It's all on my YT. The same channel, same name. There's two channels at MamaFlipLives. That's one that has the original one, but the follow-up, the summary was done on MamaFlipSlots. Same channel name, so please go check it out. So anyway, I am watching that girl Henny. She's talking about pretty much the case. She's not even really talking about the case. She's talking about Dave. And I'm interested to see what she have to say about Dave, because again, I left Dave alone. I heard about Dave. I spoke at a couple of panels. Some of my panels that I spoke to, where I'm the only one that support the survivors and everybody else think I'm wrong. They mentioned Dave a couple of times, but pretty much I gave Dave grace, as they say. I was like, they said there's a survivor, a male survivor. He's an escort. He says that Cassie did this, Cassie said that. And, some of this is going to be repetitive, guys. If you heard me saying it's going to be repetitive, because we're going to continue to repeat, because Dave want to come out and Dave want to show his behind. So as a result of Dave coming out and showing his behind, now we're going to have to continue to talk about this until we are both, either one of us can resolve this. And I'm not going to resolve it first. Let's just say. So anyway, so I gave Dave grace because a lot of people were saying that, Mama Flip, you are a survivor advocate and it's not fair of you not to consider Dave as a survivor. I'm like,
It don't work like that, Mama Flip.
I know. That's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say that it's not fair. Look at the popo. Give me 1 second, Patty.
Okay.
one second. One second. Oh. Anyway, so they was like, it's not fair. You know, you have to consider Dave a survivor. You're acting like if Dave is a survivor. I said, I don't know when it comes to Dave whether he's a survivor or not. I said he could be a survivor of something, but the way he's talking about Cassie, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he's saying that doesn't make sense to me. All right, like I said, two things that sprung a little bit left for me was when he was talking about how he raped her because she forced him to do certain things on her menstrual. I was like, as a woman, that's hard for me to believe. But that was just one, because sometimes there's freaky dicky stuff that's going on that we don't know about. But I doubt that she did that, but I leave it alone. But it was the fact that he put all the blame on Cassie and none on Diddy that really got my attention, because I know for a fact, following Diddy for many years and all the things that he has done in his life and what you see of him outward, there's no way that Diddy is going to let no woman run him. It's just not possible. It's just not. Even whether it's in bed or not. And even when you hear the other witnesses, and you have to decide to believe the other witnesses, even DJ Cuddy, whatever his name is, you have to understand and agree that this man has run everything his entire life. If you look at his interviews where he invited his mother to speak to these people, this man has full control of every decision he ever made in his life. So for you to come out here and tell me that this young woman who met him when she was either 17, 18, or 19, and he was already out there, and he's like, what, 20 years older than her or something like that? That approximately 20 years older, that she's running him, please. Boy, please. You spinning a tail. But because I don't know, I'm going to give him grace. I'm going to leave poor Dave alone. I'm not going to talk about Dave. I'm not going to take up the story about Dave. I'm not going to do an expose about Dave. Because the only person that I want to do an expose about and I want to drag to the mud is Diddy. Sean Diddy Puff Love Combs. That's the one I'm after. That's the monster I want to slay. Everybody else that's in the story, I'm giving them grace. Let them live. We got 2 guilty charges. Let's move on with life. And then Dave came in the picture, and Dave wanted to put a post because that girl Henny, now, she's not like me. That girl Henny decided that she was interested in Dave's story, and she wanted to find out more about Dave. And initially, she took him very seriously. Right? She wanted to see him as a survivor. She said, well, she didn't really want to see him as a survivor, but at least she was interested in his story. She wanted to see why he was the way he was. Why did he feel the way he did about Cassie? She really took the time to listen and read up on him and stuff like that. And lo and behold, while she was looking up at him, she found some very not so nice things about Dave. She's like, wait a minute. And I'm just paraphrasing what that girl Henny said, because she could speak for herself. She's like, wait a minute. So you are here dogpiling Cassie, talking mad crap about how you're a survivor, where you have a whole ex-girlfriend situation going on. And her name is Francina Evans. So she said, wait. You have a whole ex-girlfriend, and there's a lot of trauma with that. What's up with that story? Because if you as a survivor telling your story and you're telling about how you've been this and you have been abused and you have been mistreated, obviously you're going to tell all the stories. So what's going on with that? So that's how it started with her. So when she started hearing about Francina and then she started reading the contradiction, because I think it started with the contradiction of his book about what was going on with Cassie, because she was like, wait a minute. How can you get the child preggo and then still say that you can't perform? Because you have to have something that come out of you in order to get somebody preggo. So that's one of the things. So you see, when I said I only had 2 situations with Dave where I say I'm not messing with Dave, I don't even want to be bothered with Dave. I'm going to leave Dave alone, let him be in his survival mode. and do what he has to do. That's his story. She wanted to know, like, you know, come on, like, man, like, you over here talking about how one moment you love her, next moment you will have 8-year relationship, next moment that Diddy was in charge, next moment that she was in charge. What's going on with you, Dave? What's up with Dave? What's going on? Why all the contradiction? This is what that girl Annie was doing. She wanted to understand the contradiction when it came to Dave. Now, Dave got his feelings hurt, and Dave decided to do a clippy and took a clippy of that girl Henny. Thank you for the gifts, guys. And say, nuts come out, because Dave is an eloquent speaker. And I wanted you guys to use Dave and Diddy in the same page, because Dave and Diddy are very much alike. They could be brothers. Not only on the outward appearance, and y'all already know how I think about Diddy and his outward appearance. I think the same way about Dave. But they have a gift for gab. They have a gift of words. Their words become poetry. And you take what they say, and you think that the eloquence of their speaking and their argument means that they're good people. That they're the victims. That they're the advocates, because they can speak so well. They can show their feelings. They can fight the corruption of women and government. So you think they're one of us. You think they're the good guys. You see, that's how Diddy is and that's how Dave is. But here's the thing. You have some of us who actually do the work in real time. We start looking at guys like that and we're like, whoa. What's behind that mask? What's going on with you, Diddy? What's going on with you, Dave? What is happening here? There's some things that doesn't fit. You see, the way you speak may be beautiful. You may be speaking of roses and advocacy and love and care and the fight for justice, but there's some ickiness in there that we need to analyze. So that's what happened with poor Dave. We wanted that girl Henny wanted to analyze poor Dave, because what he was saying wasn't exactly connecting. So Dave showed the crack of his armor by posting a clip on that girl Henny, and instead of saying, hey, there's this woman that she is talking about me. I'm a survivor. I think she really should listen to my story. I could explain to her exactly what happened with me and Cassie. I'm willing to give her an interview. And even I'm not willing to give her an interview, but I could tell the story and stuff like that. And in regards to my former girlfriend, I have proof of why I am acting the way I am, and I have evidence, and I want to be able to tell my story. I don't want everybody to think that I'm a bad guy. I'm doing this for a reason. But that's not what Dave did. Dave took a clip of that girl Henny, and he posted it. He was like, these are the type of women that are supporting Cassie. These are the BBWs. These are these type of women that are coming after me. Is that very nice, Dave? Everybody who support Dave, is that a very nice thing for Dave to do? I think not. I think not. So now, I'm on a warpath now. So now I'm pissed off. Why are you coming after one of my friends? Why are you calling after BBW women? Why are you acting like BBW women are not beautiful and not here to be loved? Why are you acting like that BB women should not be loved at all, and that we are atrocious and that we are disgusting? Because that one clip said it all. That one clip actually broke the arm, the appearance, the facade, the face of Dave. We saw who Dave really is for that 15 seconds. So now it's on and popping now when it comes to me. So now I need to find out who Dave really is. So I go in and I see now Francine Evans telling her story. And I see other people trying to bring awareness to like, oh, wait a minute, Dave is not a nice guy. Dave may be hurt. And as we know, hurt people, but Dave is not a nice guy. So now I'm interested And that's when I decided I'm going to do my own little expose, because I love doing exposés. You see, I take a lot of time and energy, but for me, it's really quick. 1, 2, 3. When I find something, I'm just about to hit it. So I start clipping things up. I clipped what Dave had to say, and I clipped what Francine had to say, because you see, I don't make any assumption. You see, the thing about Dave is, Dave likes to talk about how people are going to be sued because we are making assumptions. So I don't do assumptions. I take your exact words and I put it together. You see, I make my own opinion and say, I don't believe you're a survivor. You could take me to court for that. But everything else I get it directly from you, because whatever is given to the public, we use. So I took Francina's story and I took what Dave said. I took Francina's story and I took what Dave said. And I took what the other people said. And I put it together. And Dave is not happy with me. So I'm talking about it because I'm pissed off. Now, what Dave don't understand, you see, I'm interested in Francina's story and to help Francina Evans' story, especially now that I found out Dave is a mean man. But initially, I was pissed off at Dave because of that girl, Henny. So Dave come on my live. Instead of Dave coming on my live and acting correct, because remember, Dave is eloquent, right? He's smart. He's charming. He's the advocate of all. He's here to support women and to tell women, bad women like Kat, to tell good women like me, because you know, I'm one of those good women, right? But Dave doesn't know that. I'm one of the good women because I'm not Cassie, right? But instead of trying to protect women like me, because there's a lot of women out there, a lot of the supporters are black women, we're the good ones. Right? So he's out here to tell the good women, the true women, the women that never been really hurt by anybody. Of course, he's assumed that I've been hurt by a man because I'm an advocate. But, you know, the women who never been hurt by anybody, he's here to save us and to tell us that we need to be careful about bad women like Cassie and bad women like that girl Henny. And that now bad women like Mama Flip, because we all bad, evil women that's going after poor Dave. We all poor Dave. We don't fall in line with poor Dave image of skinny, beautiful, light-skinned women with pretty hair. We're big, fat, and ugly according to Dave. Because we attack Dave. Because we asking questions now. Right? So now I found out about Francine. Because I was mad about that girl, Henny. So he comes on my live. First thing I asked him is, why did you attack a fellow survivor? He could have came on my live and explained that. Hey, I didn't mean to attack. Who are you talking about, Mama Flip? But all he did was went right into Francine Evans' story. And I said, Dave. And he started saying his real name. I never used the man's real name, and I'm not going to use his real name. As far as I'm concerned, his name is Dave. And he's going to remain Dave, because that's how I know Dave, and he's Dave. So anyway, Dave started talking about the story. And I'm like, yo, I'm talking about that girl, Henny. Why did you attack a fellow survivor? He could have came in and said, look, it wasn't my intention. She pissed me off because she did an expose. She doesn't understand my story. He could have explained that very easily. I would have still been mad. But he could have said, hey, can you give me a moment to explain it? I would have gave him a moment to explain. We could have got off the call. We could have disagreed. I could have brought that girl Henny into the picture. That girl Henny already invited Dave to come on her show so he could explain his part of the story. It could have been nice and easy peasy. But that's not Dave. Dave, again, cracked. He showed his real face behind the facade and started calling me all kind of my name. And I haven't called Dave out of his name once. And Dave doesn't know me very well, but if he knew me, he knows that I am very restrained, because I could curse a motherfucker out if I want to. But I did not. Again, I gave him grace. And he went out and he showed his entire behind. So now he's on a press run, I'm hearing. How he's trying to explain how we hurt him. Is that what he's trying to do? Because I heard somebody came on my live saying that, what he said on another live is not what you're saying. So I got receipts, because that's why I posted. Well, I was going to post the video anyway. I was going to post the video. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to post the video because I'm media anyway. I'm independent media. Legit media. Actually have a press pass. So I posted anyway. Because you guys have to see what Dave is. But Dave over here playing in your faces. Acting like he's a good guy, like he's a nice guy. Dave is a hurt man. I don't know who hurt Dave. I don't know if it's Cassie that hurt Dave, but Dave is hurt. Dave is also a mean person. He is very, very mean. Anybody that talk about his baby mom like that on live, anybody who actually signed away the right of his special needs daughter, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's about child support. I don't care if that woman is making you miserable. I don't care what it is. You signed that right away for that child. Even after you said that child was attacked, and you're going to leave that child alone and not protect that child? Boy, please. You can't have it both ways, Dave. You can't talk at both sides of your mouth, Dave. It got to be either or. It's the facts, Dave. The truth of the facts. You can't make things up, Dave. You can't do it. There's people like me that's going to want to know the truth, Dave. That's what's going to happen. We want to know the truth, Dave. Who's the real Dave? That's what we want to know. That's what I want to know. Who is the real Dave? That's what I want to know. Anyway. Dave, now I'm into, now I found out Dave want to harass Miss Francine. Now, Miss Francine has asked Dave several times, over and over again, to leave her alone. She did. She said, please leave me alone. She also wants her dog back, but Dave took the dog. And anybody who's a pet person should really take a moment to empathize with Miss Francine. She got that dog, I believe it, one of the stories said that she got it for Christmas. And he took her puppy back. That's mean, Dave. That's mean. I mean, anybody who have any type of sympathy, come on, y'all. Why would a man take a puppy back from a woman? That's evil. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand people get hurt all the time. They get mad when somebody hurt their feelings and stuff like that. I get that. But come on, give me a break, Dave. The puppy, Dave. And not only did you take a puppy, you actually did a video showing that the puppy was with you so you could antagonize the woman. Where are all the pet lovers of the world? I personally, I don't have a pet. I had dogs and, I had my, Red, and I have Rex, and unfortunately both of my pets has moved on. And as a result of those two pets moving on, I just don't want to have another pet. It's heartbreaking. And I'm not even a pet person, but my kids are. But every time the pet come and move in my house and they become part of the family and then they unalive, it's traumatic for me. I don't want to fall for a animal and then after that they don't live as long as I do. I don't like that. So anyway, even though I'm not a pet person, I could sympathize with somebody taking somebody's pet just to be vindictive, just to be mean, just because you're hurt. That wasn't very nice, Dave. And even if you took it because you felt that you had a right, you didn't have to do a video and laugh at that girl's face and stuff like that. That's not very nice, Dave. That's not very becoming of an advocate. That's not very becoming of a survivor. That's not very becoming of a man who speaks like you, who wants to show the world this facade of a good guy who's struggling, who's trying to make good, who's trying to bring justice into the world. That doesn't sound like that. So you have that with Dave. You have him cursing his baby mom, and him signing his child right. You have him with Francine, and all Francina wants is for him to leave her alone. It's very simple. Now, according to my understanding, the reason why this all started is because Francina broke up with him. But maybe Dave has another story. Because Dave over here talking about how Francina hurt the same child that he gave away. I don't understand how you're going to fight for a child that you already signed their rights, but that's just me. That's just me. I might be missing something. Because if you sign your child right away, that means you don't care about the child. That's just me. I could be wrong. Because I don't understand how you sign your child away and you still care about your child. Because that's another thing that he's trying to say in his video. That because a person signed their child rights away doesn't mean that they don't love the child. No, that's exactly what it means to me. It's like a father walking away. If your father go to the store and never come back, that means your father go to the store and never come back. Like, you can't come back and say, oh, I went to the store to buy ice cream and I disappeared for 20 years, yet I still loved you. Come on now, Dave. Come on. That doesn't make sense, Dave. There's no logic to it. You sign your child rights away. That means you don't want to have anything to do with the child. And you say, because the child has special needs, and you added that to it. It's not only because of the mom, right? You said because the child has special needs and it's difficult. That means that you don't want the child, and it's okay. Some people can't handle that kind of life. But don't make it into two things that you love her and still. So I don't understand how you're fighting for a right of a child who you said was a hit by this young lady who said that she didn't do it, and who your your former baby mama, your baby mama said it's not true. I don't know if she's your ex-wife or not. How you going to talk about two sides of your face? But that's how who Dave is. He want to talk about two sides of his face. He want to have this facade that he's a good guy, but there's a lot of not nice things about Dave in the background. So anyway, Francina would like to be left alone. And that's what I think we advocates out here that support Dave should do. Talk to Dave. And tell Dave to leave Francina alone. You proved your point. Okay? 20 cases that was dismissed, 5 cases acquitted. $30,000 that this young lady had to pay for lawyer fee, and she still have cases until 2026. You've done enough, Dave. Dave, you've done enough. She hurt your feelings. She broke up with you. She broke your heart. You've done enough. Now, you said to me, because I heard you, I went back and listened to live, that it is her that's harassing you. That she wants you to drop the order of protection. Yes. The reason why she wants you to drop the order of protection is because so she could have a job. Dave, if you put out an order of protection against somebody many years ago, and you're a survivor, and you want to start a life all over again, and you moved away from your tormentor, because that's what you're saying, that she tormented you. And she says that, look, I will leave you alone. You leave me alone. I'm just saying. That's not what she said. I'm just saying me. I'm just saying me. That's not what she's saying. I'm just saying. But let's just say that we get to the point we do some mediation. Because apparently you can't do mediation in Jersey. Because we could do mediation in New York. So I don't know what's up with Jersey. But let's just say you are on the path of riches right now. You are the man. You're Mr. Viral. You are Diddy's escort. Because I'm not going to call you Cassie Escort because Diddy is the one that pay you guys because we saw the receipt. We saw the receipt. Cassie wasn't making money. Everything was coming from Diddy. We saw the receipts, Dave. So you Diddy's escort, not Cassie's. So anyway, so you're Diddy escorts. You went through a lot of pain. Now you're trying to rehabilitate yourself. You're trying to start up a new life. You're trying to tell your story and stuff like that. So you're trying to start anew and fresh. So I think one of the steps that you should take is to leave Francina alone. That's my take. And I think everybody who knows Dave and who support Dave or who thinks that Dave is such a good guy, maybe have a conversation with her. With him. And tell him to leave the survivors alone. Leave black women alone. Leave Francina alone. Her life, Dave. Dave, she wants to go on with her life. She wasn't even willing to talk to you, Dave, at one time. I heard that you missed 2 court dates because you had to attend. You thought you was going to be Cassie witness. I'm a witness in the Diddy trial. That's what I heard. Because I'm hearing her story, but I heard your story too. So if she hurt you so much, Dave, and she's willing to say, hey, bygones be bygones, and you are on this new press pass, I mean, this new press, press run, where you are showing everybody who you are as this great guy who's been victimized and who wants to support and help survivors to know the truth about men who's been hurt, then why don't you start by letting Francina go? Let her go. And give her back her puppy. Give her back her puppy, Dave. Give her back her puppy. Start afresh. There's other women out there. Obviously, you don't like BBWs. You think that we're fat and ugly and we look like monkeys. There's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of other thin, beautiful, long-haired women that's going to come after you. right? Because that's what everybody think. Everybody, all these beautiful women, rich women who are not survivors, they're chasing after you. So you can find somebody else. Leave that young lady alone. Move on, Dave. Move on. Let her live, Dave. Have some grace, Dave. Leave that young lady alone. Let her go. Stop the litigations. Stop the court run. Stop it. Because you can stop at any time. I'm hearing that you could stop at any time. You guys could come to an agreement and stop at any time. So that's what we're here to do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help Dave. Let's help David out. Because they don't understand that he's harboring a darkness in his soul. And in order to release that darkness, in order to be a true survivor advocate, in order for us to see him as a true, humane human being who really want to help and support men and black women alike, the good ones, not the bad ones, the good ones, he needs to let her go. He needs to move on. All right. So, guys, I got to go. Pat, thank you for being here. I got to run. And we'll continue to talk about Dave more later. Miss Patty, see you later.
Okay, hon. You have a great day.
You
Have
too.
a good
Guys,
day.
thank you. Guys, talk to Dave. Reach out to Dave. All right. Everybody who talks to Dave and have Dave on the live, ask Dave, leave her alone. Let's do a campaign. Leave Francina Evans alone. Leave Francina Evans alone. Let's do that for Dave. All right, guys. Have a good day. Okay,
Bye,
bye.
hon.
Okay, bye. Bye.